I guess. I mean, my deep knowledge of Counter-Strike surely will help the fans understand what's going on.
This is your time to shine, man. This is your time to shine. I think we've got to start off by talking about the game at hand, though. MIBR, unfortunately, I can gloat here because I did pick MIBR. Unfortunately, 2 MV fan guys and girls down here with me. But
look, here was my strategy today. I saw some good odds on Envy. I thought it wasn't ridiculous they could win this game. I put 250 on Envy of my pinnacle points because I put 750 on Big, and I knew that as long as Big won, I was going to come out positive in terms of my points. So
I respect that. How many did you put, Potter?
You have a much better reason than I do, Monty. Last night I convinced myself that I saw an opening for Envy, and I put 750 all in on Envy here. And I'm pretty sure I'm at the very bottom of the scoreboard.
No,
now. Like 100%. I feel like I'm going to be below Anders and Semler now.
No,
I'm
surely not.
So. I'm actually scared.
I don't think so.
They're in the minus, but we will be able to have a look at that a little bit later on. But let's dissect this one a little bit as well, because we were talking about Inferno. We were saying, MIBR haven't had that good of a showing on it the past 2 times that we've seen them play it with this iteration. So what were your kind of key takeaways from that one, Christine?
Honestly, it's got to be KNG. It's just KNG, man. And, I mentioned in the pre-show that I thought Envy was the better team. And what I meant by that is just MIBR are so fresh, and Envy had the nade protocols, and Inferno being such a utility-based map, I figured Envy would be, that was their opening. But KNG just showing up once again. And I think that's probably the beauty of this lineup is the fact that they have individuals like that can just take over an entire series.
Yeah, 100%. And I love that emotion that we see coming out of them as well. Literally every time we cut to the player cams, Monty, they're doing something. Even if they're
Kogu's
jumping
up and down.
He's popping off on behalf of his players. You love to see it. I mean, I know we talked a lot about, I have a question for you, Christine, but I know we talked a lot about Inferno being a weak map, but how much can you really read into that when we have such a small sample size? And presumably, they're practicing all the time to get these maps better. Like, it's not like it's been a long-term problem.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that the biggest issue is probably that especially for Envy and MIBR for that matter, is whatever practice results and whatever scrim results that they had, whatever success they might think that they have on Inferno, it is not going to translate usually when it comes to game time, right? These players, when they're scrimming, when they're practicing, they're going through the motions of whatever set piece they're practicing for that day. And then come game time, it's generally a whole different type of opponent that you're faced up against. So, I mean, obviously for Envy's side of things, whatever they were working on in practices, I bet it was going pretty good. I mean, they were talking about how they've been here in Europe for over a month now, Nifty has, just going through the motions of practicing, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think that's a good point with MIBR though. Like when I've been chatting to Kogu, he's been saying they've been spending so much time in terms of practicing and preparing for stuff. Like they've been in that boot camp. They've been one of the only teams to sort of stay in that boot camp as well. So I don't know. This definitely isn't going to be the last we see of MIBR. Of course, they're going to be taking on Falls as well. But speaking of which, we can take a quick chat with Kogu as well. Of course, the coach from the MIBR side. Kogu, thank you so much. Oh yeah, we've got VSM as well.
We're joined by VSM.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us, man.
Here.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you're feeling after that incredibly close matchup?
I think Envy, they played it great, and they surprised us a lot. I didn't think was going to be so close, but I'm happy, of course. But we have been practicing so much. We have put in all the time that we have here in Counter-Strike, talking about Counter-Strike. And we did our best. This last map, we did our best because we knew like our Inferno has to improve a lot. We have to be more prepared. And for sure, for the next match, we'll have more time to practice, and we will keep doing better.
I mean, that's true because you don't have any more matches this week, so you've got plenty of time to prepare. So as you look forward, though, what is your preference here when you're coming to play Force? Because this is a team that is the only team in this group so far that you haven't played. Do you have any opinions about them?
About Force, you mean?
Yes.
They're kind of crazy guys playing Counter-Strike. It's tough. It's tough to play against them. We practice when we get here. And we know it's going to be a war again. And they like to to run a lot, so it's hard to figure out how they're playing.
Kogu, I don't know if I'm allowed to ask these kinds of questions, but VSM, the guy to your right there, he's been making a strong case for himself to be a permanent MIBR member. I know he's just a stand-in right now. Are these discussions that are going on right now, like to make this a solidified 5 because you guys are finding so much success, or is that going a little bit too far?
We can think about that right now because our contract is 2-3 months. Ends in December.
Wow.
So we have to do our best to December. And when it get the point, we think about it. Right now, we just have to do our best, and that's it.
I have a question for VSM specifically. I don't know if you can hear me, but I wanted to hear the...
I translate.
Okay, you asking for me. What is the difference between for him playing with this group of guys and having you as a coach with all this experience? Surely it's got to feel like an upgrade for him. Does he feel like things are just easier in game, having the quality of teammates that he has now, or is it pretty much the same?
Qual que é a diferença de você jogar nesse grupo com esses times, ter eu como coach, mas mais específico, o que você sente de diferente jogando com essa galera aqui do que você jogava lá?
Primeiramente, né, tô com a lenda aqui de coach. Primeiramente, tô com a lenda aqui de coach, né, então não tenho o que fazer. E a diferença é que, mano, é muito mais organizado, os treinos são muito bons também, e você aprende cada coisa que você não aprende no Brasil. E é isso, aqui é Palatense e nós tá trocando com todo mundo daquele jeito. É nóis. A Julia é diferente.
All right. He said something good about me, like legend, and he said it's here is more organized. Everything about the team that we practice. This is the VSM. He's such a good guy, and he deserved the best. I think all the team they did great. It's just the beginning of the tournament. We know we have to keep improving ourselves, but we will keep our trajectory, and we're gonna keep doing our best, practicing a lot, and hope to win the next match.
Kogu, we absolutely love to hear it. I had one final question for you. We heard in your pre-game interview earlier you've kind of been working on your map pool. Of course, this is the first time that we got to see you play Overpass as well. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that map and how you're going to be versifying your pool as well.
The cycle I knew was gonna be exactly that 3 maps, even when they only played a best of 3. I knew if we always keep overpass ban. Our first ban was over, so we knew if we ban those 2, they will pick over. So we are super prepared, but we have to improve. We have to watch the demo, see what we did wrong, and we did a lot of stuff that we have to talk about it and improve ourselves for the next overpass. But even when we are a new team, we are playing all maps, so we have one map advantage because they think the other team's gonna think that we don't have overpass or we don't have those 2. I just wondering if the day here was like 30 hours, maybe 35. That would be great.
Well, Kogu, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Cannot wait to see you taking on Force later in the tournament. But go and celebrate with your team.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Can
so
I say
much.
something in Portuguese?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Galera, mano, esse jogo foi foda, mano. Eu tô ligado. A gente tem que melhorar muita coisa. E eu só queria agradecer por toda essa vibração, essa torcida que vocês têm passado aí pra gente. A gente vai continuar, a gente não tá descansando. Tá pauleira aqui demais, mano. Tá? Vocês aí têm movido a gente demais. E fico muito feliz de fazer parte aí.
Thank you
Beleza?
so much,
Tamo
Kogu,
junto,
man.
galera.
Always fantastic to get to hear from you. Thank you so much. Man, I need to learn some Portuguese. I
can
need to know exactly
translate
what
that.
he's
I
saying.
can
Go for it,
translate
James.
that for
Go for it.
Okay, so he said, even though he took Bardolph's pinnacle points today, we fully expect him to come top of the leaderboard by the end of
Wait,
Flashpoint
you
2.
went with Envy too?
I picked Envy, yeah. I'm wearing an Envy hoodie and everything.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, man.
on brand.
I can't believe all three, the only three analysts and talent that picked Envy are sitting right
Oh yeah,
here.
no coincidence, man. No
That's-
coincidence. I want
that's
to
why we need
gloat
a
on
drink.
this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously.
Is that a fat reindeer pin on your...
Yes, it's actually, you know what I am.
Oh, of course it is.
That looks like a reindeer to me.
We need to take a moment to like appreciate your outfits, Monty. Like I respect the hat as well. Now that you're not on the desk, you get to put the hat on.
I
love
know.
it.
I got baited by headphones at the desk. I haven't had a headset on a desk in like 4 years, and I got here. I was like, wait, my plan ruined by headsets. So I gotta take the opportunities where I can.
I
Yeah.
used to wear caps, but then my head became too big. So I no longer wear caps. Because the problem is they end up like up here. So I just got a lot of cranium, you know, so it's just...
How much has your head grown? Like, is it a frequent
Since I
thing?
was a baby. Not that much, actually. Like,
James
my
is like, it's
had
still
a C-section.
growing.
I was huge, man. Came out sideways.
Well, we will see. I'm sure we'll see a couple of baby photos coming up at some point in the near future with this. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe stick around if you want to see baby photos of all of us at some point in the broadcast. But Monty, we had a few interesting points. Now that game is concluded, obviously
Yeah.
that was one of the lower bracket games. That is going to be going forward for the playoffs for C9 and OG. It's pretty lethal.
Yeah, and it could be lethal for teams tomorrow, too. So just to be clear, the teams that finish in fourth place, only one of them will be playing in our last chance qualifier. And the first tiebreaker is going to be maps 1. So the fact that Envy lost but did pick up a map in both of their losses is very, very important. And you may notice something, which is that C9 and OG both got 2-0'd, which means that whoever loses that match is now definitely out. And it depends on how our match goes tomorrow in the Midsummer group to see if one of those teams is going to have the possibility of even contending with Envy, because the next tiebreaker after that is going to be round differential. And because Envy played some very close games today, they may have a pretty strong preference in that category as well. So what we'll look at a little bit later tonight and impress upon everybody tomorrow is basically how many maps the team needs to win in fourth place, and then also how many rounds they have to have in terms of the differential.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. But it is crazy to think that either OG or C9 is 100% definitely going to be out of Flashpoint by Sunday.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And we literally predicted them all yesterday, right? That was why our predictions were an absolute rip yesterday, which is so
Yeah, it really
gutting
was.
to say. Yeah. Well, let's take a quick look at our bracket just to wrap up the show today. Here, of course, this is what has been going down today. We see Big, obviously, beating fours here. That means they're going into that upper bracket. And James, of course, that means that they're going straight to the playoffs as well. I don't think we would have expected anything less from them, though.
No, they had to be a favourite for this particular group, and I think even though MIBR, well, probably the weakest opponent they could have faced in terms of, you know, they just haven't got their stuff together yet, I think we could still see how strong Big were looking and how they dominated that game, and that's been consistent throughout, I think. So I'm glad to see them qualifying, even though I'm a big fan of Forza outside of some management decisions.
Yeah, and you have to think that Envy really has a strong position going into the last chance qualifier, because remember, their first map against fours was 16-2 as well. So even if somebody's able to kind of go 1-2, 1-2 in our Midsummer group, it's still going to be very hard for them to have the same level of round differential, because Envy won big in one of the maps that they played, and they kind of lost not by a lot in the maps that they lost. So it's going to be rough. I would assume we're going to have Envy playing in that last chance qualifier, but we'll have to see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, it was kind of like a sloppy slugfest today. maybe we'll see more of that. We saw some great highlights from Nifty though, so I want to see more of those in some matches to come for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of gutting that we didn't get to see him really coming out in full force in that last map. But as you said then, Monty, of course, there is still another chance for them going forward, potentially. And with that, I think we can have a look at our pinnacle points. These are our updated ones for the day. I should have brought my glasses because I cannot read that from here, but I can see I'm in third. So I'm happy with that.
He's almost 1,000 points ahead now.
That's nuts.
Really been pushing.
What did he bet on today? Did he put it all in on big? He must have.
I bet 500 on big, so at least I gained some points from that. But you're not too far behind me. You're about 300 behind me.
Yeah.
200,
Potter.
300.
I'm pretty sure,
Ooh.
I think production can confirm this with you, Freya, but I'm pretty sure I am below Alan, but above Thorin right now. In
Yeah,
this.
oh,
Below
yeah, yeah.
Alan, above Thor.
So I'm like right dead in the middle.
That is correct. Producer Reese just confirmed to me.
Yeah.
That's exactly where you are. So you're right slap bang in the middle, really.
Oh
That's
no!
pretty good.
When is the cutoff? What is when do the
Sunday
punishments
night.
start?
Sunday
night.
Sunday night. Holy
You got 2 days.
moly!
Oh, okay.
You got 2
Gotta get
days.
some big gambles on that.
Do.
I want to come first.
No
I
more
only
gambles.
accept gold.
No more gambles.
I only
Just
accept gold. That's it.
conservative.
I'm
safe.
impressed that Semler has managed to climb that far up though, because yesterday he was right down at the bottom of the pack, right, with Anders.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he's taking it seriously now. We sort of saw him taking that approach of maybe be a bit more lighthearted, go for the underdogs, and then nobody picked Genji, literally the biggest underdog. We were talking about this, Monty, right? We were saying nobody's actually picked the correct upset to go on yet.
I will say that most of our strategies in this have been shit, but we're starting to learn how to do it, I think. Like, a lot of us really were like, ooh, look at those odds. Maybe I could win big at first,
Yeah.
right? And, it's one of those things where I felt more confident about my strategy today because I knew that if big won and I put 750 on big, well, they would cover my loss on, on
Exactly.
Envy. So, like, the upside was pretty good for Envy, and I felt like, they did have a good chance of winning that match.
Yeah.
So I think if somebody had actually put that just like even 250 on Genji as a flyer,
Oh,
oh
man.
my God, like the rewards. And to be fair to you, Christine, like I agree that the match was close, and you would be in first place right now
I would.
if
Yeah.
I would. I'd 100% be in first place.
Heartbreak, man.
or very
Come on,
close.
Nifty.
Maui was up until 1 a.m. just figuring out the veto for Cloud9 in their match. So,
Oh, wow.
so full respect, he deserves to be in first place. He put the work in.
Yeah, dedication,
So,
man. Well,
I don't mind second for
we've
now.
got another game that potentially, Potter, you could come first place in. We're going to go to it right now. It's going to be a little bit of a hangman game with the worst pro names for sports and in esports. So if you could name that person over on the left, or I believe that we can just say the letters, I think.
I
I think
know
that's how
what this
hangman
is.
works. First person to get it gets a point.
Dick
Patrick.
Pounder.
Is that correct? Can I
Yeah.
get
That is not
confirmation?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so. No?
What?
Oh, no, the first one's right, but the second one isn't.
Pincher.
That is pretty bad.
All right, so we have to call letters. You have to get an E in there.
Yep.
You've got to call out for the E.
S.
Pencil. Dick Pencil.
Do we just yell out names?
And have you not been on a...
Does he lose every time he guesses wrong?
Oh, there is an E right at the end.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
T.
I. Oh, the I. Well, I guess we guessed Dick, so we don't automatically get the I. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
oh.
T?
T.
No, no T's.
No T's.
No T's.
There's got to be an R in there then.
Yeah.
Pr-
Oh.
Who's a hockey player?
A.
There we go. Okay. What word does that
L?
even mean?
Parasite?
Oh, no, please don't be Parasite.
That's not
Please
a
don't
name.
be
It's not. It's
Parasite.
not. Unfortunately, it's not.
Holy
That would be
potatoes.
amazing.
You already guessed T, guys. That's how you know it wasn't in there.
Okay.
Get it together.
Crap. Yeah,
Get it
yeah,
together.
yeah.
I don't know where my mind is
What
going right
letters
now.
have
D?
you guessed?
Oh, Paradise.
Dick
Paradise.
Dick Paradise.
Paradise. Okay.
That's amazing.
All right.
Wow.
Sounds like one for the green screen.
Okay.
Why? I mean, if your name was Richard Paradise, honestly, why wouldn't you go by the name Dick Paradise?
Yeah,
You
that's
have to.
amazing.
You have to.
And your initials are DP, you know, it just evolves over time. Right?
Well, it's an esport player up
Oh.
next.
That's
Oh, balls.
That's balls.
That's balls.
Yep.
Nice one. Instantly.
C9
Point to Monty.
balls.
There you go. That's an interesting
She
photo
got it
as
before
well.
I did.
Oh, point to Christine. There you
Yes.
go. That's what a photo as well. What an angle. Got the tank top on. I respect that. Let's. I believe it's a sports
Classic
one up
tank
next
top.
now.
Dick.
Yep. Come on, guys.
I just had
Dick
I just had the
tracker.
producer in my ear say, "Bring in the dick."
Dick tonsils.
So many dicks.
What if your tonsils were dicks, like little small dicks?
Oh no. Don't say that.
James,
No,
asking
that's
the
a
real
horrible
question.
would you rather. Like,
There are people out there who visualize things you say right. I just do it for those people, like that 5%.
that's straight me. That is straight me.
E. Dick tonsillitis.
Oh, was an E at the end. Okay.
Tongue. Dick tongue.
Dick, that would be
Dick
amazing.
tongue. No way.
I'm not getting any confirmation that
No, it's not the right number of
isn't.
letters.
All right.
M.
N.
No, no
O.
N. I don't think there's an O either. A? There must be an A.
There has to be another vowel.
Yeah, we've got to go with the vowels. A or I? Let's see. No A.
I.
There's
There's
an I. R?
Oh, there's got to be an R in there.
Yeah. There
Dick
we go.
trifle.
Not Dick Trifle. I wish it was though.
Oh,
Oh, like
it's
Trickle?
looking more and more like Dick Trifle.
Dick Trickle.
Oh dear.
That is
Found
actually
these.
awful.
How's your name, Dick Trickle?
Who is that? I need some more context on him as a
I
person.
have context for me.
NASCAR racers,
stock
man.
car driver, I
NASCAR
guess.
Dick
racers.
Trickle. Holy crap.
That is
See,
absolutely awful.
unlike Paradise, if I was named Richard Trickle, I probably wouldn't
no.
roll with the Dick Trickle.
No.
Or make it, or just change
Although
it to Treacle.
you could go
It could
by-
be Dick Treacle.
You could be Tricky Dick in that case, which is okay.
That's all right.
Suppose so.
Alliteration, I guess. Difficulty medium on this one. Who is this? Is this an Esports Pro? What kind of name?
No idea.
It is an Esports Pro, can confirm. A fighting games player as well.
A.
Interesting. James, surely this is your...
Depends on the game.
This is your round.
I don't recognize this guy.
I've heard from producer, not a James fighting game. So we're all in this together.
Must be one of those weird anime games then.
Go for an A.
I bet it's an anime guy.
No A in there.
You?
A.
E.
There's got to be an E in there. PP.
Oh. Two
Wait,
letters
what's at the
in front of
beginning?
My PP.
Saint PP?
This is 100%.
It's a gamer tag, right?
100%
It's a
anime
team.
games.
Mr.
100%.
Mr.
Mr. PP.
Oh, there is an
Oh.
R. Wait.
Dr. PP.
Oh, Dr. PP, of course.
God bless
Wow.
the weebs.
That's
I need to know what
amazing.
game. I need to know what game he plays. I need to know what game.
Apparently they're Smash Bros.
That's close enough.
That makes
So,
sense.
well, the Smash scene is a complete mess in by some measures, so that'll do.
Clearly, with a name like that, for
Dr.
sure.
PP.
Right, we got another sports player. Oh, you?
Oh
Yeah.
God, one of the cameramen is corpse, so this can't be
It's-
good.
Oh, it's not where I thought it
Luscious.
was. That's better.
No.
Oh, there's another
Luscious.
you. Okay, it is where I thought it was.
Luscious pussy?
That's what it looks like. Pusey. Oh my God. No, why?
I was like, luscious. Wait, is that enough letters?
Oh no.
Luscious pussy.
Luscious pussy. Oh my.
That is.
I think we have one more. I believe this is the last one.
Okay.
Oh, we got 3 more. So we could take the
Damn.
lead from Christine if one of you guys goes flawless. Who is this? Can we get some more context of perhaps what game it's from?
A.
Looks like
Potentially.
Dota.
Yeah.
No, it's Gom TV.
There's no A.
No A. Nope. No
It's
A.
Y.
E. There we go. No
G.
Y.
Not Jesus. Not Jesus.
It is Jesus.
Well, that's a bait. How can you start with
Jesus
one
fuck.
S and not the other S? What kind of game is this? Who's the director of this? This is ridiculous.
Jesus. I don't know.
O.
No O in there. T.
Swank.
It's also a fighting games player.
Stank.
Stuck?
Jesus stank.
Jesus stank. Jesus stink.
Jesus
Jesus
stunk.
stunk.
Jesus stunk.
Jesus strong.
N.
No N.
Jesus
man.
stuck.
Why can't I read? Like, and there's no other vowel.
I.
Oh, there is an I. Jesus
stink.
Not stink.
C.
He's a fighting games player.
Stick.
Stick.
Jesus stick.
Jesus stick. There we
Okay.
go.
That's not a bad name for a
GG
fighting games
Monty.
player.
Yeah, that's good.
If he uses
I
a
like it.
joystick.
Yeah, that's okay.
Jesus
That's
stick.
not the worst name we've ever heard either.
Well,
think I'm
after
bad at this
luscious
game.
pussy, I don't think we
Right?
would have gotten Jesus stick, you know?
Not bad.
I thought that's where we leave it. Oh, what a photo as well. Right, who wants to go first? Who wants to guess?
Twins player.
C.
It's a difficult one. No C in there.
O.
No O in there either.
E.
No E in there.
A.
There's a Y in there. There's
No
definitely
A.
a Y. There's got to be a Y then.
I? Did we say I?
We haven't yet.
Okay, there's a Y in there. There we go, Monty. What vowel haven't we said?
R.
Yeah, we got the R at the beginning. That's the only one, apparently.
Did they
Oh.
confirm I wasn't in there?
No, there's no I in there.
What the heck?
You? Did we say you?
C.
There we go.
Is he Polish?
That's what we were missing, that vowel.
Rudy.
Cunts.
Oh,
Rudy Kuntz.
Yeah, that was
definitely
what is the
cunts.
thing. All right.
Oh, it's not Rudy,
it's not
though.
Rudy.
Rusty.
Rusty?
Rusty.
No, that is awful.
Freya.
That is so awful.
There we go.
God.
It's your new alien
Wait, how does
associate.
that? Yeah. How does that
Well,
even come about? Like,
rusty
why would you
cunts.
think that?
It's Kuntz.
Kuntz. Sorry.
Rusty Coons.
That's tragic.
Wait, I'm just hearing from the producer who it was. Oh, world champion StarCraft player Bayern, his original name is this next one. We've only
Yeah,
got
he's
an
a
X in
GSL
there.
champion, but I don't know what his original name would be.
No.
It's got an O in it, I'm sure.
How sure are you?
No O in there.
I'm not sure. I guess I was wrong.
Let's go for an E.
Why?
There we go. There's multiple E's I'm hearing. I don't know
So
about
his
the
name is
Y's.
one word.
Yeah, his name is one word.
Exorcist. Exercise.
Oh, is this
Excision.
I had this conversation with Reese the other day. Excrement. There he is. Now I put a face to a name.
Well, I thought you said his real name.
No, his original
His
name.
original name.
Oh.
So he obviously changed it because why would you fucking call yourself excrement?
Why
why
did
would
he
you do
change his
that?
name
Maybe,
to?
maybe it was on a
What
t-shirt
is- I don't,
somewhere.
I don't know which player is that. What did he, change
said,
it to?
I believe it was Bayan, I want to say. I don't know. I'll get production to confirm that. But apparently, he was saying that he literally just flipped through a dictionary and just put his finger down on a word, and that's what he ended up with.
It's a nice
So,
word, excrement.
yeah,
It's kind of posh, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of posh.
Very posh.
The turd has been polished.
We've got two more, both being real sports players. Have a guess.
Red Baron's pitcher.
Let's go for an R. I'm feeling an R. Oh, there is an R in there. Anybody else care to
I have no idea.
throw some letters? I feel like
You.
if we were actually playing Hangman, our guy would be dead long ago.
Yes.
Okay, no U.
No
H.
U's.
There has to be an H.
Yeah, that's a good shout. There we go. There is an H.
Okay.
A? Did we say A?
We haven't yet.
Oh, yeah. There's an A in there. Sharks? Something sharks?
T.
I'm so lost.
Oh, sharks.
Shards. It's definitely shards.
Steve.
Come on, if it's in a row, it's definitely shards. It can't be
Is
anything
it
else.
Steve Sharts? Steve. Oh yeah, Bonnie, you got that one. Sorry. Steve Sharts. Is that actually his last name?
I don't know what's
That's
going on.
apparently that is actually his last name. Imagine.
So funny story. So there's a League of Legends caster named Kobe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his real name is Sam Hartzman Kensler. And at Riot, they use the first initial of your first name followed by your last name. So his email at Riot used to be Shartman. Which I,
So awful. Surely
he changed it. He changed it. So you can't email him, guys.
I
But
don't
it
know
was
what it
super
means.
funny.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it means.
Oh, Oh, really?
It's when you
really?
fart and you shit a little bit at the same
Yeah,
time.
when you shut, just combine the 2
I'm
words.
from a different place from you guys, man. Freya, I expected better from
What
you.
was the other word?
Honestly.
There was another word. Oh, what was it the other day?
I don't fucking know what happened. What the words are called when you do that.
I feel like we probably shouldn't say it on the broadcast, so I might not. We've got one more. We've got one more. It happened on a Valorant broadcast. There's a clip on the
someone
internet of it. No. Somebody didn't actually shot. There was another word that you didn't know. Okay, so a surname of a Japanese athlete. For difficulty on this one.
Oh,
S.
I see loads of T's. They've done a bad
More
job of the
S's.
blurring.
Oh yeah, there are T's and there
It's like
are S's.
Toot shoot? Toot shoot.
Why?
It's not toot shoot. I can confirm.
Shitto.
Yeah, it's definitely. Shit was definitely going to be.
Oh,
in
I bet
there.
there's an O in here. It's
Yeah,
like
there's definitely-
There's no
I feel like
O.
everything is an O on that fucking
Apparently
back.
there's no O.
You.
E? Did we say E? No U. There is multiple E's apparently. The only one E.
Triple shit.
Maybe
Tree
with
shit.
something else on the end.
Tit shit.
tree shitty.
It's not an O at the end.
No, it's not an O. What could be at the end? A Z? I don't know. I'm trying to think like
No.
kind of a funky.
U?
Not a U.
We said Y, right?
Yeah, we
There
said
are
Y.
Ys
Yeah, we
in
did.
Take
Japanese.
shit.
Take shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes, get fucked.
oh,
Take
the last,
shits.
No,
Take shits.
the last letter.
S.
No, it has to be a vowel.
it is a vowel. What vowel haven't we said?
Take shitter.
I.
Take shitter. Well done, Jay.
I got a point.
You got your point on the board.
Let's go. Let's go.
Takeshita.
Well,
Okay.
Gigi Potter and I
That
have
was- that
the
was
most
good.
dirty minds, apparently. So,
I'm a picture of innocence. Shot? Really?
actually can't believe you've never heard of that.
I can't
For
believe you have,
real.
Freya.
Where were you in like 2010 where everybody was
I
saying
wasn't
that through
charting.
the
That's what
Xbox
I'll tell you
Live
what
mics?
I wasn't charting. One or the other.
I like
Never
how
done the
you
1-2
pretend
combo.
that you're some pure soul that would never say shart when I promise you you're going to say it 10 times on broadcast
Yes.
now.
Tomorrow.
You're gonna
It's
find a
just
way.
engraved in your brain now.
I just can't imagine doing it though.
You say foul things all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just didn't know they were rude words.
Well, with that, I think we can begin to wrap up the day here.
All right, sounds good.
At Flashpoint. It's been an absolute pleasure to be joining you guys at the Blind Spot. Of course, we're back tomorrow. That bell does mean, of course, last order. So we're going to be finishing up our beers here. And a lovely forehead there from James. Oh, look at that. The
That's
focus.
too many pixels.
Well, let's have a look at our schedule for tomorrow. As of course, we have so many games coming up. This is going to be an absolutely incredible group. Of course, we're revisiting Group A of Midsummer. It's going to be Fnatic versus Mad Lions. And Monty was saying this earlier, but this is going to be obviously a rematch from that game earlier on in the week. That is going to be absolutely spicy indeed. Then, of course, Contact versus Dntel. That's going to be kicking off at 4 p.m. So make sure you are back here at 1 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be going live with that. Of course, the winner of that will be heading straight to the playoffs as well. So it's going to be an absolutely spicy matchup indeed. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on the Blind Spot. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you so much, everybody at home, for tuning in as well. It's been an awesome day of Counter-Strike here. And we'll be seeing you for more tomorrow, kicking off at 1 p.m.
Fraser Shutter.
Жили нахуй. Тема, найс.